Have you ever stopped to think that the number of your birth year might carry a special significance? In this video, we will explore how this simple piece of information can impact your spiritual life in surprising ways, according to the teachings of Carl Jung. You will discover the importance of this hidden number and how it can reveal deep aspects of your personality and life journey. What will you gain by watching until the end? A new perspective on yourself and valuable insights that can help you better understand your experiences and challenges. Curious about how a number can change your worldview? Let's uncover this mystery together and dive into the fascinating universe of Jungian psychology, where every detail matters. Get ready for a journey that could transform the way you see and live your life. Numbers have a powerful influence on our lives, and according to psychologist Carl Jung, each number carries symbolism that can reflect deep aspects of our psyche. Since ancient times, cultures around the world have recognized that numbers are not just quantities, but also carriers of meanings and energies that shape our experiences and personalities. For example, the number 1 is often associated with beginnings and individuality, while the number 2 may symbolize duality and partnership. This connection between numbers and human characteristics suggests that understanding our birth year could be a key to unraveling deeper questions about who we are. Imagine a young man named Lucas, who, after years of feeling lost in his career, decided to investigate the meaning of his birth year, 1990. Upon discovering that this year was an even number, he learned it was associated with harmony and balance. This new perspective helped him realize that his career choices were, in fact, reflecting an internal desire for stability and peace, rather than succumbing to the pressures of a competitive environment. Lucas began to value his mediation and collaboration skills, leading him to a more fulfilling career in human resources, where he could apply those qualities. This is a real example of how a simple number can influence a person's life. The question arises, how can an apparently ordinary number have such a profound impact? The answer lies in how we connect to these meanings. When we understand that each number carries a story and an energy, we begin to see how our lives intertwine with these symbols. The number 1990, for instance, is not just Lucas's birth date. It represents a set of qualities that, when recognized, can guide his decisions and actions. When we talk about the power of numbers, it's also important to consider the challenges that may arise from this journey. Many people might feel skeptical or confused when trying to grasp how something as abstract as a number can be relevant in their lives. This is where the open loop comes in. How can we truly use this information to transform our reality? For many, this is the first barrier to overcome. The key lies in the willingness to explore and experiment. By taking a step back and viewing our lives through the lens of numbers, we can uncover patterns that were previously invisible. The journey of self-discovery, therefore, begins with the willingness to investigate. When confronted with your birth number, you may uncover characteristics that manifest in your choices, relationships, and even your internal struggles. Throughout life, many face moments of crisis or confusion, and understanding the symbolism of your birth year can serve as a guide. It can act as a catalyst for deeper reflection, leading to questions like, why do I always choose partners who are incompatible with me? Or, why do I constantly feel conflicted in my work? These inquiries can open doors to new perceptions and ultimately lead to significant changes. An inspiring example is that of Anna, a woman born in 1985, an odd year representing struggle and individuality. Anna always felt like a fighter in her professional life, facing obstacles that seemed insurmountable. Upon discovering that her birth year reflected these traits, she began to view her difficulties as part of her journey. Instead of feeling discouraged, Anna embraced her combative nature and became involved in social projects, where she could not only fight for her convictions, but also help others overcome their struggles. This new approach brought renewed purpose to her life, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth. Thus, by delving into the symbolism of your birth year, viewers can begin to see themselves differently. What once seemed merely a number now becomes a powerful tool for self-understanding. However, the question remains, now that you know the meaning of your number, how can you use this information to positively impact your life? The answer lies in the practice of self-knowledge and the application of the insights gained. Throughout this video, We will discuss how to calculate your birth number and, more importantly, how it can be applied in daily life. It is crucial for viewers to feel motivated to apply this knowledge and witness the transformation that can occur in their lives. For instance, someone who understands they were born in a year symbolizing courage may decide to pursue a career that involves risks, while another who was born in a year related to harmony may choose paths that prioritize teamwork and collaboration. What is revealed here is an invitation to reflection. How do you feel about your number? What does it say about you? Through this journey of discovery, it is possible not only to better understand oneself, but also to cultivate a more authentic life aligned with one's true aspirations. As we near the end of this section, it is important to reinforce the idea that the power of numbers lies not only in their ability to describe our personalities, but also in their capacity to guide us on our personal journeys. The key is to be open to listening and learning from what these numbers have to tell us. Ultimately, the emotion we wish to evoke is inspiration, the desire to dive deeper into the pursuit of self-knowledge and personal transformation. So get ready, because we will discover together how to calculate your birth number and, more importantly, how to use it to shape a richer and more meaningful life. The year you were born can be more than just a date on a calendar. It can be a window into understanding deep aspects of your personality. According to Carl Jung's analytical psychology, each number carries a symbolism that can reflect parts of our psyche. For example, even-numbered years are often associated with harmony and balance, while odd-numbered years may symbolize struggle and individuality. What does this mean for us? How do these numbers influence our everyday lives? This is the journey we will explore together. Imagine the story of Anna, a woman who always felt different from others. Born in an odd year, Anna grew up feeling like her life was a constant battle against societal expectations. Upon discovering that her birth year was linked to individuality and challenge, she began to understand why she often felt on the margins. This epiphany led her to recognize patterns in her life that previously seemed confusing and random. Have you ever felt stuck in a pattern? This is a sensation many of us experience, and understanding the significance of our birth year could be the key to unraveling these mysteries. The journey of self-discovery can be challenging. Anna wanted to understand her life, but then she faced the daunting task of uncovering what her number truly meant. As she delved deeper into the relationship between birth year and personality, she noticed that the characteristics associated with her number manifested in her decisions, relationships, and even her career. This prompted a profound reflection on who she was and who she wanted to become. Like Anna, many of us encounter obstacles in our quest for self-knowledge. What can we learn from this? How can we apply this understanding in our lives? Jungian archetypes also play a crucial role in this discovery. Each number can be associated with a specific archetype. For instance, the sage may be linked to years of reflection and learning, while the hero may symbolize courage and overcoming adversity. When Anna came across the hero archetype in her birth year, she felt a deep connection. This identification inspired her to face her challenges head-on, transforming her life. Do you identify with any archetype? This question can lead you to a deeper understanding of your own experiences and feelings. Now, how can you calculate your birth number? It's easier than it seems. Simply add the digits of your birth year until you arrive at a single digit. For example, if you were born in 1985, you would add 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 5, resulting in 23. Then, add 2 plus 3, giving you 5. The number 5 in this case may reveal dynamism and a quest for freedom. But what do you do with this information once you discover it? That's a crucial question that leads us to the next step. The practical application of your birth number in daily life can be transformative. Anna, understanding that her number reflected individuality and challenges, began to make decisions that allowed her to explore new careers that expressed her uniqueness. For instance, she left a conventional job to pursue her passion for art, a dream she had always wanted to follow, but never had the courage to do so. Have you ever considered how your choices might be influenced by this number? This reflection can open new pathways in your life. For many, discovering their birth number is not merely a curiosity, but a powerful tool for reflection and self-discovery. Anna began to see her past experiences in a new light. Every challenge she faced on her journey now felt like part of a larger pattern, something that helped her grow and evolve. This new perspective transformed how she dealt with emotions and experiences. But how does this truly change the way you see the world? This is the essence of personal transformation. By the end of her journey of self-discovery, Anna realized that understanding her birth number not only helped her better comprehend her past experiences, but also guided her toward a more authentic and fulfilling future. This transformation is possible for all of us. Each of us has the capacity to use this information to shape our destiny and live according to our true essence. Reflect on this. What aspect of your life would you like to transform starting today? The number of your birth year is a key that can unlock doors to new understandings and opportunities. By subscribing to the channel and following more content on self-discovery and psychology, you can embark on a journey that may profoundly change your life, just as it did for Anna. After all, what has been your most surprising discovery about yourself? This is a question that resonates within all of us and can lead us to a new level of understanding and personal fulfillment. Many people seek to better understand themselves, and this pursuit often becomes a true journey of self-discovery. When we talk about the significance of the birth year, this journey gains a new dimension, revealing not only personality traits, but also challenges and opportunities that may arise throughout life. Discovering what your birth year truly means can be the starting point for significant personal transformation. Imagine a person named Clara. Since she was young, she always felt different, as if she were constantly searching for something she couldn't quite identify. Upon turning 30, Clara began to question her life and her choices. It was then that, upon hearing about the relationship between birth year and personality, she decided to investigate further. Clara discovered that she was born in an odd year, which helped her understand why she always felt like a fighter, someone who continuously seeks individuality in a society that often values conformity. But how did this discovery transform into a journey of self-discovery for Clara? By understanding that her birth year was associated with challenges and the fight for individuality, Clara began to analyze her past experiences in a new light. Every obstacle she had faced in life became an element of learning, and she realized that these challenges shaped who she is today. This newfound perspective allowed Clara to accept her struggles and recognize that each one had prepared her to be the strong person she is. Clara's journey shows us that discovering the meaning of our birth year is not just a curiosity, but a key to unlocking a deeper understanding of ourselves. However, this journey is not without its challenges. Along the way, Clara faced internal issues, such as fears related to failure and a sense of not belonging. It was at this moment that she realized that the journey of self-discovery is filled with ups and downs, where each difficulty can turn into an opportunity for personal growth. As Clara delved deeper into her journey, she began to explore Jungian archetypes, which are universal patterns found in the human psyche. She learned that each number associated with her year of birth could be linked to a specific archetype. For example, the hero archetype, symbolizing courage and overcoming obstacles, resonated deeply with Clara's experiences. This recognition motivated her to see herself as the heroine of her own life, someone capable of facing challenges and emerging stronger from them. Identifying with the hero archetype not only boosted Clara's self-esteem, but also propelled her to make decisions that reflected her true essence. She began to seek new professional opportunities that allowed her to express her individuality and creativity. This change was not easy. Clara faced doubts and uncertainties. However, understanding that her year of birth and the Jungian archetypes were intertwined in her journey helped her view each challenge as an essential part of her story. The connection between birth years and archetypes can also help viewers relate more to their own stories. By reflecting on their own birth year, individuals can start to see patterns in their lives and identify archetypes that resonate with their personal experiences. This reflection can lead to an epiphany, where viewers realize they are not alone in their struggles, but that they are part of a larger narrative, the human narrative. Like Clara, many wonder, what do I do with this information? The first step is self-analysis. It's important for each person to look at their past experiences and question how the meaning of their birth year may have influenced their choices and reactions. This analysis can be done through journaling, where one writes down reflections and feelings, allowing the process of self-discovery to flow. Moreover, the support of others can be crucial. Sharing stories and experiences with friends or in support groups can provide new perspectives and help validate feelings and experiences. By sharing their discoveries about birth years and archetypes, individuals can inspire and be inspired, creating a cycle of mutual support. Clara, for instance, began sharing her story on a blog, where she described her insights about the meaning of her birth year and its connection to the hero archetype. Through her writing, she not only solidified her own reflections, but also helped others embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. This exchange of experiences became a catalyst for transformation, showing that the journey of self-discovery can be both personal and collective. It is important to emphasize that understanding the significance of our birth year is an invitation to look in the mirror and see not only who we are but what we can become. The journey may be challenging, but each step toward self-discovery is a step toward a more authentic and fulfilling life. Remember that each of us has the capacity to become the hero of our own story. Like Clara, by embracing challenges and learning from them, we can discover not only who we are but also who we can be. The journey is just beginning, and the next stage may prove to be even more surprising. Archetypes are universal patterns of behavior and personality that influence our lives in profound ways. Imagine that each number possesses a unique essence, carrying meanings that reflect the qualities of different archetypes. Understanding this connection between numbers and Jungian archetypes can be a powerful key to uncovering not only who we are, but also how we interact with the world around us. Let's explore this through the story of Anna, a woman who always felt a bit lost in her life. Since she was young, she identified with the figure of the hero, someone who seeks challenges, fights against adversities, and strives to prove herself at every turn. However, she often felt overwhelmed, as if she were carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. What Anna didn't know was that her birth year, an odd number, symbolized struggle and individuality, which explained her constant internal battle. Anna began her journey by discovering that her birth number was 5. Initially, the information seemed simple, but as she started to investigate the meaning behind that number, the connection to the hero archetype became evident. The number 5 is often associated with freedom, adventure, and the quest for new experiences. However, this freedom also brings a sense of discontent and a need for constant change, which perfectly reflected Anna's life. But what happens when you start to identify with an archetype? In her quest for self-discovery, Anna decided she needed to understand better how the hero archetype was shaping her life. It was then that she encountered a new perspective. The challenges she faced were not merely obstacles but opportunities for growth. This shift in mindset was revolutionary for Anna. She learned to view her struggles as part of a bigger journey, an adventure that would help her become the person she truly wanted to be. Through this discovery, Anna realized many challenges she faced were results of her own resistance to change. By accepting her identity as a hero, she began to embrace the adventures life presented her, rather than fighting against them. This transformation didn't happen overnight, but with each step she took, she felt more connected to her purpose. On the other hand, you might be wondering, what if my birth number doesn't align with an archetype I admire? The truth is that all archetypes have their strengths and weaknesses. For instance, the mother archetype, which may be associated with the number 2, symbolizes care, protection, and nurturing. While it may seem that this archetype is less adventurous than the hero, it brings immense strength in interpersonal relationships and community building. Therefore, even if your birth number doesn't correspond to the archetype you idealize, it doesn't mean you don't have extraordinary qualities to explore. Imagine yourself in a room full of people, each representing a different archetype. As you observe, you notice that each of them contributes uniquely to the environment, creating a harmony that is richer and more complex than anyone could offer alone. This is the beauty of archetypes. They remind us that, although we may identify with a particular pattern, we are also multifaceted and capable of embodying different aspects. Anna remembered moments in her life when she took on characteristics of other archetypes, like the sage, when seeking advice from mentors and friends. This reflection helped her understand that life is not just about a single role, but about how we can transition between different archetypes as situations demand. This flexibility became one of Anna's greatest strengths, allowing her to evolve and grow as she navigated the various phases of her life. As Anna continued her journey, she began to wonder how she could apply this new understanding in her life. She decided she wanted to make a career change, feeling that the traditional corporate path was not aligned with her hero archetype. Instead of remaining in a situation that made her unhappy, she started exploring new opportunities that would allow her to fully express herself. This process was not easy. She faced fear and uncertainty, but her connection to her archetype helped her stay focused on what truly mattered, living an authentic life. Anna also faced questions about her relationships. Understanding her archetype helped her realize that she often tried to carry the emotional weight of others, which left her exhausted. Recognizing that, as a hero, she didn't need to save everyone around her, she began to set healthy boundaries. This change brought a new lightness to her life, allowing her to focus on her own needs and desires. As Anna delved deeper into her journey of self-discovery, she became not only more self-aware but also more empathetic toward others. By understanding archetypes, she began to see her friends and family through this lens, recognizing that each of them was fighting their own battles and facing their own challenges. This made her more understanding and connected to those around her, transforming her relationships and creating an environment of mutual support. By the end of her journey, Anna realized that understanding archetypes was not just a tool for deciphering her own life, but a means to connect with the world. She became a source of inspiration for others, sharing her experiences and encouraging them to explore their own birth numbers and archetypes. This cycle of self-discovery and mutual support became a fundamental part of her life, fueling her desire to continue learning and growing. Thus, Anna's journey teaches us that by connecting with the meaning of our birth year and the archetypes it represents, we can not only transform our own lives, but also positively impact those around us. What will you discover as you explore the numbers and archetypes that shape your own story? This journey may be the first step toward a fuller and more authentic life. Calculating your birth number is a crucial step in understanding the significance of your birth year and how it relates to your life. This information may seem simple at first glance, but it can open doors to profound and revealing self-knowledge. To perform this calculation, you only need your birth date. Let's explore together how this works and the benefits you can derive from this knowledge. First, let's consider how to calculate your number. Start by writing down your complete birth date. For example, if you were born on March 15, 1990, you would sum all the numbers of the date. So 1 plus 5 plus 0 plus 3 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0, 28. Now, let's reduce this number to a single digit, as this is essential for analysis. To do this, simply add the digits of 28, 2 plus 8, 10, and again, reducing it, 1 plus 0, on 1. Therefore, your birth number is 1. This technique is very simple and accessible, allowing anyone, regardless of their background, to calculate it. Now that you have your number, what should you do with this information? What does it really mean? This is where things get interesting. Each number has a specific meaning that can reflect personality traits, challenges, and opportunities in life. For instance, the number 1, as in our example, is often associated with leadership, individuality, and a strong need to stand out. If you calculated the number 2, it may be linked to characteristics of harmony and cooperation. By understanding the meaning of your number, you start to recognize patterns in your life. Let's talk about someone who experienced this firsthand. Imagine a woman named Anna. When Anna discovered that her birth number was 3, she felt intrigued. The number 3 is often associated with creativity, communication, and expression. Anna, who had always been drawn to art and writing, began to reflect on how these characteristics manifested in her life. By understanding this, she decided to enroll in a creative writing course, something she had always wanted to do, but never had the courage to pursue. This decision not only allowed her to explore a new passion, but also helped her connect with others who shared her interests. Anna's journey is a perfect example of how discovering your number can lead to significant and positive changes. And if you find yourself in a similar situation, how can this information help you break free from repetitive patterns or make more conscious decisions in your life? One of the questions many ask is, what do I do now that I know my number? The answer is simple. Use this information as a guide. Throughout your life, you will encounter challenges and opportunities that align with the characteristics of your number. Knowing your number can help you make decisions that are more in tune with your true nature. For example, if you discover that your number is 4, which represents stability and organization, it might be worthwhile to pursue careers in areas that value those qualities, such as management or engineering. But how do you apply these discoveries in your daily life? Let's return to Anna's story. After realizing the creative potential her number represented, she began to get involved in projects that allowed her to express her creativity. This not only helped her feel more fulfilled, but also brought her professional opportunities she had never imagined. Anna started receiving invitations to collaborate on artistic projects and even to teach writing classes. This shift in perspective transformed your life and made you feel more authentic and satisfied. It's important to remember that when calculating your birth number, we're not just dealing with a sequence of digits, but with a powerful tool for self-discovery. You may find yourself at a point in your life where you need clarity, and this information could be the key that unlocks new possibilities. By understanding the characteristics associated with your number, you can begin to ask yourself deeper questions. How can I use this for my personal growth? Which areas of my life need more attention? Or, am I living in accordance with my true passions and talents? As you start applying this knowledge, you may be surprised by the transformations that unfold. You can shift from a state of confusion and uncertainty to one of clarity and purpose. A prime example of this is Jung, who always felt stuck in a job that didn't motivate him. After discovering that his number was 5, linked to adventure and change, he decided to take a bold step and change his career. By focusing on his true passions and what his number represented, Jung ventured into a new field of work that challenged him and inspired him to explore new possibilities. Therefore, after understanding how to calculate your number, the key is to allow yourself to experience this journey of self-discovery. Remember that transformation doesn't happen overnight, but through small decisions and actions you can take daily. By integrating the meaning of your number into your life, you not only gain a better understanding of yourself, but also become more aware of your choices and the impact they have on your future. You should feel inspired to calculate your number and explore what it means. This journey is not just about discovering a simple number. It's about reconnecting with parts of yourself that you may have set aside. It's an invitation to delve deeper into your own story and find the path that will lead you to a more meaningful and authentic life. So now that you know how to calculate your birth number, what will you do with this information? The possibilities are endless. Your birth number can be a powerful tool for understanding your choices and directing your life. Many people have wondered how they can use this knowledge to make better decisions and face challenges with greater confidence. In this context, the practical application of the birth number becomes a central theme that can transform the way you view and live your life. Imagine a young man named Lucas. He always felt lost in his career. Over the years, he jumped from one job to another without truly finding satisfaction or purpose. Until one day, he decided to investigate the meaning of his birth year. Upon discovering that it was an odd year, Lucas realized that his life would be marked by challenges and the quest for individuality. This revelation sparked a light in his mind. From that moment on, he began to reflect on his past experiences and the way he had made decisions that were not aligned with his true essence. But how could he apply this new perspective in his daily life? Lucas started to observe his behavior patterns and choices. By understanding that his birth number symbolized the struggle and the need to assert himself, he felt more motivated to pursue a career that truly reflected his passions. He decided to study graphic design, something he had always dreamed of but never had the courage to pursue. This change was transformative. Not only did he find satisfaction in his work, but he also began to feel more confident in all areas of his life. Lucas's story is a clear example of how understanding your birth number can have a profound impact on the choices we make. But how can you apply this in your own life? The first step is to recognize your birth number and what it represents. Each number carries a set of characteristics that can be useful in guiding your decisions. For instance, If you were born in an even year, you might be more inclined to seek harmony and collaboration, while an odd year could indicate a drive for independence and innovation. Once you know your number, start analyzing everyday situations where this knowledge could be useful. You might ask yourself, is this decision in tune with what my number suggests about me? For example, if you're considering a career change, think about how that change aligns with the characteristics associated with your number. If you were born in a year that symbolizes the struggle for individuality, it may be time to venture into something new and bold, even if it means stepping out of your comfort zone. Another way to apply your birth number is in choosing relationships. Often, people feel drawn to partners who reflect their personal characteristics. If you have a number that suggests harmony, you might be more attracted to people who offer stability and support. Conversely, if your number embodies a spirit of challenge and change, you may seek relationships that stimulate your growth and evolution. Additionally, consider how your number might influence your hobbies and interests. If you are someone who appreciates stability, hobbies that involve teamwork, such as team sports, may be more fulfilling. On the other hand, if you're the type who constantly seeks new experiences, you might explore more individual activities, like painting or writing, where you can express your creativity without restrictions. Throughout your journey of self-discovery, it's essential to keep a journal where you can record your experiences and reflections. This not only helps consolidate what you've learned about your birth number, but also allows you to visualize the evolution of your choices over time. Lucas, for example, started writing about his goals and how each decision aligned with his number. Over the months, he could clearly see how his choices were positively shaping his life. However, it's important to remember that discovering your number and applying it to daily life is not a magic solution to all problems. Challenges will always arise, and self-awareness is only part of the equation. It takes courage and determination to face the difficulties that come up. Lucas, even after finding a new path, faced insecurities and the fear of failure. But equipped with the understanding that his struggles were part of his destiny, he felt more prepared to tackle those challenges. If you're wondering what to do after discovering your birth number, the answer is simple. Use it as a compass. It can guide you on your journey, helping you make decisions that are more aligned with who you truly are. Recognize that each choice you make is an opportunity to connect more deeply with your essence. As you become more aware of your actions, experiences, and emotions, you will notice a gradual transformation in your life. What you need to take away from this learning is that your birth number is not just a piece of data, but a powerful tool for self-discovery. It can help shape your decisions, illuminate your patterns, and above all, lead you to a more authentic and fulfilling life. So, look at your number with curiosity and openness. How can it inspire you to create the life you've always desired? The discovery of your birth number can be a turning point in your journey of self-awareness, providing valuable insights into your past experiences and emotions. When you delve into this meaning, you begin to see your life in a new light, filled with possibilities and understandings that once seemed distant. This revelation can be a true catalyst, guiding you toward a life that is more aligned with who you really are. Imagine the story of Anna, a woman who always felt like she was living on autopilot. From a young age, she struggled with indecision in her career choices and relationships. One day, while watching a video about numerology, Anna decided to calculate her birth number. In doing so, she discovered that she was born in an odd year, which, according to what she learned, was associated with struggle and the quest for individuality. It was at that moment that Anna began reflecting on her life and realized that many of her indecisions stemmed from her need to please others, rather than following her own path. This discovery not only illuminated her past, but also encouraged her to ask, what do I really want? As you start to understand the significance of your birth year, a subtle but powerful transformation occurs. It's as if you're opening a door that has been locked for a long time. The emotions that once felt confusing now become clear, and you realize that the experiences you've lived were not just random but part of a larger pattern that can be understood. This clarity brings a sense of relief and freedom, allowing you to face your challenges with a new perspective. For example, someone born in a year symbolizing harmony might realize that their life revolves around the pursuit of peace and balance. This person may struggle with conflict resolution, but by recognizing this pattern, they can start practicing communication and conflict resolution skills. This awareness becomes a powerful tool to transform your life, as you are no longer at the mercy of your emotions. You become the architect of your own reality. Throughout this journey of self-discovery, you may encounter challenges. Discovering what your number really means can bring to the surface fears and insecurities you didn't know were there. But remember the story of Jung, who, after calculating his number, realized he had always avoided taking risks out of fear of failure. This revelation was uncomfortable but also liberating. He decided to confront that fear and began allowing himself to try new things, leading to opportunities he never imagined possible. This process is what we call the journey of the inner hero. Jung wanted to change his life but faced the challenge of breaking free from the shackles of fear. In doing so, he not only transformed his life, but also became an inspiration to those around him. The connection between your birth number and Jungian archetypes can enrich this experience even further. Each number may be associated with an archetype representing different aspects of human personality. For instance, if you discover that your number is 3, you might feel an affinity with the creator archetype, which seeks expression and originality. This identification can be a starting point for exploring new passions and talents you hadn't considered before. On the other hand, this journey of self-discovery doesn't end with the revelation of your number. By integrating this information into your daily life, you begin to notice significant changes. Consider the story of Carla, who, upon realizing her number was associated with the quest for truth and authenticity, decided to make changes in her career. She left a job that did not satisfy her and began working on a project she had always dreamed of, aligned with her values. This change not only brought her professional satisfaction, but also a profound sense of purpose in her life. As you reflect on how your birth number can help you better understand your experiences and emotions, you may begin to notice patterns that were once invisible. These patterns can manifest in your relationships, career decisions, and even your social interactions. What once seemed like a series of random events now reveals itself as a complex tapestry where each thread has its reason for being. This process of reflection can lead to significant personal transformation. As you become more aware of yourself and your motivations, life begins to make more sense. You may start making choices that align more closely with your true essence, resulting in a state of happiness and fulfillment that is much deeper. It's as if you are navigating a boat that has finally found its favorable wind. The discovery of your birth number can be a powerful tool for self-discovery and personal transformation. By understanding how this number relates to who you are and your experiences, you can start living a more authentic and fulfilling life. The journey may be challenging, but as we have seen in the stories of Anna, Jung, and Carla, the rewards are invaluable. So, as we close this chapter, I leave you with a reflection. What aspect of your life would you like to transform starting today? This question could be the first step toward a new and exciting journey of self-discovery. Personal transformation is a journey that many of us seek at some point in our lives. When we understand the meaning of our birth number, we can open doors to a new understanding of who we are and how we can develop. This discovery can be a deeply revealing experience, bringing to the surface aspects of our personality that were previously hidden. Imagine for a moment someone who has spent their life searching for their purpose, but always feels stuck in a repetitive cycle, unable to move forward. This person might discover that understanding the significance of their birth year reveals they have been trapped in a pattern that limits their growth. This journey of self-discovery resembles a story where the protagonist seeks something valuable, but faces challenges along the way. For instance, think of Mariana, a young woman who has always felt out of place and directionless. Upon discovering that her birth year, an odd number, is associated with struggle and individuality, she began to reflect on her past experiences and realized that she had always chosen paths that set her apart, but also isolated her. With this new understanding, Mariana decided to confront the challenges in her life differently, embracing her uniqueness without feeling alone. Throughout this transformative journey, Mariana encountered the need to make conscious choices. By understanding what her number represented, she started to question her decisions. This led her to reevaluate her relationships, career, and even her hobbies. Instead of following what everyone around her did, she began to pursue activities that truly resonated with her being. This change was not immediate, and Mariana faced moments of doubt and insecurity. But with each small step she took towards a more authentic life, she felt as though she was reconnecting with her true essence. Personal transformation is not just about finding answers. It's also about the process of allowing oneself to change. This process can start with small actions like choosing a new hobby or seeking a job opportunity that aligns more with her passions. Over time, these small decisions accumulate and can lead to significant changes. It was as if Mariana was building a new path, brick by brick, and each time she made a decision in line with her birth number, she felt stronger and more connected to her purpose. But how can we apply this knowledge in practice? The answer lies in being attentive to the opportunities and challenges life presents us. When Mariana began to apply the understanding of her number in her daily life, she realized that every challenge that arose was an opportunity for growth. Instead of avoiding situations that made her uncomfortable, she started to face them head-on, knowing that each experience would help shape her journey. This made her more confident and resilient, and she began to see life as a series of lessons rather than obstacles to be overcome. This shift in perspective is crucial for personal transformation. What initially seemed like a problem became a learning opportunity. Mariana learned to see her birth number not as a limitation, but as a tool that helped her navigate life's complexities. This awareness led her to engage in activities she previously found intimidating, such as public speaking or taking on leadership roles in her career. The impact of these decisions on Mariana's life was profound. By allowing herself to live according to what her number represented, she not only became happier, but also more fulfilled. What had once been an internal struggle transformed into a journey of personal realization. She began to inspire those around her, demonstrating that transformation is possible and that we all have the capacity to change our lives when we understand who we are. Personal transformation, therefore, is not merely a superficial change. It is a deep evolution that leads us to a state of being more authentic and aligned with our purpose. It's about leaving behind patterns that no longer serve us and embracing our true passions. When you comprehend the meaning of your birth number, you gain a new perspective on your life and choices. This newfound vision can be liberating, allowing you to create a path that resonates more deeply with who you truly are. Many wonder, what do I do with all this? The answer is simple, yet powerful. Use this new understanding as a guide in your life. Allow yourself to make choices that reflect your true self. Evaluate your relationships, ambitions, and even what you consider success. Instead of being swayed by societal expectations, look within and question what truly makes your heart sing. After her journey, Mariana became an example of transformation. She began to help others discover the meaning of their own birth numbers, creating a safe space for them to share their stories and challenges. This new mission brought her a renewed sense of purpose, and she realized that personal transformation is not a destination, but an ongoing journey. With each step, she felt more connected to her true essence and more capable of living an authentic life. These experiences teach us that personal transformation is accessible to everyone. It doesn't matter where you are on your journey. What truly matters is your willingness to get to know yourself better and allow yourself to change. Each of us has the ability to transform our lives, and understanding our birth number can be the key that opens that door. At the end of the day, what you do with this information is what truly counts, and the choice to change can begin at any moment. Therefore, as you reflect on your journey, ask yourself, what aspect of my life would I like to transform starting today? This question can be the first step toward a more authentic and fulfilling life.